This video will cover ProVia's French door installation and troubleshooting. To begin the process of installation, you'll have to remove all the packaging, and then also we want to remove the slats off the bottom of the door. These shipping braces are very important to protect the door during shipping and while we're transporting it to the job site. Once they're removed, we're going to sit the door up and take a quick look at the margins, because what we want to do is make sure the margins are good at this juncture and make sure we inspect the door and look at it for damage. Let's review the margins across the top and down this side, above and below the hinges, to make sure they're close to where they need to be. Things are going to sag a little bit because we're not installed, but let's make sure things are right now. Anything that stands out that's wrong, now's a good time to get it fixed. We want to leave the plastic on the doors at this point to carry it, put it in the opening, and start adjusting the door systems. We'll take it off at a juncture later in the installation. Now that we've got the door unpackaged and it's prepped, ready to go in the opening, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the opening. One of the things we're concerned with the opening is the threshold area. The threshold needs to be as level as it can be, but since we're tearing the old door out, a lot of times we're having to replace product here. It's a good time to level this up, but we want to make sure it's level and very nice and flat. The last thing we want is this sill undulating as we're trying to put something on top of it. So prep your sill area very well. Make sure that you're above the soldier course. If there's a soldier course there, make sure you reinforce underneath the sill on the outside if there's nothing there to hold the exterior of the sill. Once you're done with that and got that where you need to be, very important, then we can go ahead and check the plane of this. When we speak of plane of the frame, what we're talking about is getting this jamb and this jamb on the same plane. On a single door, if that doesn't happen, the door peeks out of the jamb a little bit at the top of the jamb on the strike side or the bottom of the jamb on the strike side. With a French door, we've doubled that problem. When you twist that frame out of way, you got one door going one way and one going the other way when you do that. The control of the door this direction is a little bit easier to handle. The other thing you have to be careful of is when things aren't level underneath, we want to get them level because your frame can be off this way. So pay attention to the threshold, pay attention to the plane of the frame up front. It'll solve a lot of problems for you. And what we're going to do is check the studs on both sides to see what the level tells us here. If they're on the same plane, it's very important that they be on the same plane. If they're not, which they very seldom are, then you will know by checking this what adjustments you have to make during your installation. Now, once you've checked that out, we know we're level here, we're done, then you're going to flash this unit off. Do your flashing, your sealing, back caulking. We want to do a dry fit, and then we're going to back caulk this thing. But now we're just going to set the door in because we want to get to adjusting this product. So kind of skipping through that in a hybrid kind of way and on to the installation.